Again, everybody. I've moved back to the favourite spot, but mind it's turned against us because it's not been. It's still bright and sunny and clear blue sky, so it's blinding. But I understand your pictures do sharpen up a little bit when you see them. It's just for my squinting at the screen, and yeah. Well, today we're doing the slow rock golden hits, and there they are. And there's Alice Cooper. I'll bite your face off. Yeah. And he'll fetch his snake. Yeah, and he'll bite your face off. Yeah. And now today we're going to do the burning heart. Yes. With Nurse Nibbles. Oh, yes. One of our lads has got sick in wonderful Radio William and have sent the nurse here. Who is he? Well, it's private and confidential, but we as his employees got to know who he is. There he is. He collapsed. And there he is. And there's his burning heart. Kiss me. His heart is burning for his lover. Yeah, he got a problem. Yeah, he did. But he's not totally dead. He's on tranquilization at the moment, so we can't use him. He's going to have to sleep in his bed. And, yeah, the nurse is giving him his injection. Yeah. But as being his rightful employers, we have to know, you see. He's been going around kissing everybody, and I understand he's got cool video. Yeah, yeah. He kissed all the people in Wonderful Radio William. Yeah. But when it come to kissing Alice Cooper, oh, his snake jumped out and bit his face. Yeah, and there he is, and it should be a crime. I'll bite your face off. Yes, it just snacked him, and it just got him. But he's got a touch of poison now, and we can't use him. And he's going to be sent to bed. Now Nurse Nibbles going to watch over him. Yes, and there she is. And he's got a burning heart. That's all he feels. That his heart is burning. But he's a survivor, and I think he'll survive okay. Well, that's the forecast anyway. But it's just like the weather forecast. Yeah, it is. Um, somebody said, "What are you going to do with him when he's recovered a little bit?" "Oh, we're going to put him in a caravan, yeah, and give him a little holiday, yes. I'm going to send him away, and Kitaro and Pages are going to take him, yeah, and put him in a caravan, yeah. And you're going to have to make some changes to his lifestyle. Oh, yes. Yeah, you got the burning heart, and there's Nurse Nibbles there. Yeah, she's giving him the injection, yes. So you're gonna have to make changes in his life. Yeah, yeah. No more listening to Black Sabbath. Yeah, oh, you like Black Sabbath. Yeah, yeah. And the story of actually what actually happened to him. Ah, well, somebody was just cutting his hair, and he died. He died in your arms tonight. Yes, yes, he was actually died, but we gave him the medication. He's still on a very dangerous list, yeah. In intensive care. Yeah. Well, they're sending him in there now. And I'm going to see him later, but there's other doctors attending to him at the moment. And he's got the burning heart. Yes. He's expected to make a recovery at this stage, but of course we don't know. It could be a while. Yeah. And sure, somebody said I'm going to send him down to Nazareth. No. Nazareth says he must dream on for quite a long while yet. Yes. Because when he pulled into Nazareth, he was just about half past dead. Yeah. Asked the man where he might find a bed. Man shook his head, shook his hand, and no was all he said. Yeah. And then he seen the dust rising, dust in the wind, with Kansas. That was the dust from the burning blaze of flats and that on fire there. Oh yeah, smoke was all over the place. Yeah, but he's a survivor and he's been fighting ever since the world began. Yeah, Nurse Nibbles there. Would you like to say a few things? No, he's a good patient. He's recovering well, but he's not recovered yet. And I can't say anything about his family, and that is private and confidential, you know. So there you go. And I've got my little bag of notes. Yes, I've got his notes in here. Yes, yeah. And how do you think he'll get on with the doctors? I think he may have operation, but I think yeah, I think he may be all right eventually. But that'll be eventually. Yeah. Yeah, and did you call the police? Yes. What did the police say? Well, every breath you take here at the police station could be your last. You know, because if we've got to shoot you, we'll shoot you. And there you are, and that's the police. Every breath you take. And it's understood it's somebody, Alice Cooper, they're blaming. They bit his face. Probably Alice's snake. Yes, that's what they say. I'll bite your face off. It hit him so hard it went out like a light. Yeah. But Brian Adams says, everything I do it for you. Yeah. And I'll see if I can get the poor old guy recovered. Yes. Alan Parsons' project. See, he's like the eye in the sky. Yeah. And there's his Nurse Nibbles, is going over to nurse him now. Whoops, and there she goes. And we're with Nurse Nibbles here in the studio today. She can't tell you much about her work because it's private and confidential. And also the guy, but he's suffering from a burning heart. Yeah. And oh, he's laid out on the stretcher over there. Yes, he's laid out on the tables now. Yeah. And I can't see him after that because I put a curtain around him. Yeah. Isn't that sad? Yeah. And he might believe in us. Yes. Well, at least for a long while. And Alphaville, they say, oh, I don't believe him. He'll be forever young. I'm sure he'll recover and he'll be forever young. Yeah, but you wouldn't like it if you were hit by Alice's Cooper's snake. Yeah, biting your face off. Yeah. And Scorpion say what he needs is a good holiday. That's what he needs. And he needs to mess around with a few scorpions. Oh, yeah. We'll take him to Germany and sit him on money. Yeah. And the Eagle says should be given first class treatment and staying in Hotel California when you can never check out again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But Deep Purple say the highway star is now rushing to his scene. Yeah. There's a doctor in that one. Yeah. And the animals say if he sees the house of the rising sun, or when he sees that in his dreams, you know he's going to be all right. Yeah, I'll be going for a pint there one day. Yes, in the old rising sun. Yes. And Rod Stewart say, has he got hot legs? Well, his treatment's private and confidential. It's treating him for a burning heart. Yes, he's probably got hot legs as well. Yeah, I know the feeling, he says. And REO Speedwagon says, I can't fight this feeling neither. No, only the nurse allowed. And there she is, Nurse Nibbles, to attend to him. She's going across to attend to him now. Yes, with a bag, yeah. When the docs are finished, yeah. And, Smokey, see, I can't stay here tonight because there's no beds in the hospitality suite. No, I run short of bed. So the people just come in to see just come in to visit the relations and that, and then they have to go home because they can't stay here tonight. No. And Rod Stewart says, I don't want to talk about it. No, even Nurse Nibbles doesn't want to talk about it. It's private and confidential. But there he is. His name's Kiss Me Frog, and he's lying out there on the slab. This could be the end of him. We hope not, but they say he's expected to make a full recovery, but it's going to take time. Yeah, time. And Chicago say, if you leave me now, well, you'll never reach the end of the show. And if the Ducks leave him now, he'll be in the right fix. Yeah, but his nurse will stand by him. The Ducks have just left off for a little while, I understand, getting a few reports. Yeah. And Smokey says, if you think you know how to love me, the nurse, she probably knows better. Yeah. And Bon Jovi says, I'll be there for you. Well, his nurse says she'll be the first one because it's her job. And Alice Cooper says, I never cry. I just bite your face and laugh. Yeah. And so there's a man, it's guilty, and police is looking for him. Alice Cooper, I'll bite your face off. Yeah. And there he goes. And the Beatles. Yeah. Imagine. Yeah, well, he will be imagining things when he can think in his bed. He will be imagining all sorts of things. Yeah. I couldn't actually say, but he might even be imagining the Beatles. Yeah. And why not? And Rod Stewart says, I was only joking when I said, well, he had hot legs. Yeah, no, he's definitely got hot legs. He got a hot heart, though. He's got a burning heart. Oh, yes. And White Snake says, is this love? Yeah, of course, we all love him on the show. And we love all the guys, and we don't like them to get sick. And we have to call a nurse. Yeah. And Queen, I want to break free, says Queen. Yeah. Really free? Yes. Free the bird? Yes. You should speak to the Beatles about that. Free as the Queen? Yeah, there's a picture up on the wall because she opened the ward, but she's really free. Yeah. And what about Uriah Heep? Says it happens to me every July on a July morning. The storm before us, and I'm driving along on a road of my own. My tire burst. Boom. Oh, and there's not a place for miles and miles. You have to go walking. Yeah, and there's Van Halen. He said you should jump instead. Jump? He says I can't jump very far. Dan Fogelberg says I'm the leader of the band. Well, of course, Dan. But we must have recognized band leaders. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. He is a band leader, yes. And so there's Daniel Fogelberg, or Dan Fogelberg, he's the leader of the band, yeah. And Eagles, Life in the Fast Lane, yeah. Yeah, that was Rodney, Rodney Hamster. He was in danger as well the other day because he was in the fast lane. And I wanted to overtake him, and he's in the lead, but they can't find any place to overtake him, and they only overtake him on a narrow spot. And it's Rodney that's getting frightened. He's right up against the boards. Yeah, and there he goes. Yeah, live in the fast lane. And Smokey, living next door to Alice, where it's always smoky. She always roasts her fish, and it's absolutely smoky. You can smell it down the street. Yeah. So living next door to her is not a very nice thing. And urgency, love can make you cry. Yeah. Well, of course it did. And Kiss Me Frog was crying. Yes. Yeah. Love can make you cry. As love hurts, says Nazareth. Yes, it does. And he still carries his heart on his sleeve. Yeah. And Bad Company says, Love me somebody. And then us Nibbles pops into the studio and says, I love everybody. Yeah. Don't forget to tell them. Yeah. Okay. White Snake, love me somebody. That was Bad Company. Well, he would have went to White Snake, but he got into a bit of bad company on the way. Yeah. The man stuck his gun up and says, Hello there. Well, and Queen says that he's the love of my life. Yes, he is. Kiss me, frog. Yeah. And Gary Moore says we need to see some more Moonlight Blue. Moonlight Black, I think. Well, especially when you haven't got any moonlight. Midnight Blue, Midnight Black, yes. Sometimes it gets a bit of a bluey black because it's not exactly pitch black, but it's getting there. And Alien says more than words can say. Yeah. And Nibbles comes in and tell him more than words can say. I love him. Yeah. Yeah, more than words can say. Yeah, she loves him. Yeah. And Bon Jovi says never say goodbye to him. No, we won't say goodbye to him. And we'll always keep his picture on the wall. Yeah. Yeah. And Guns N' Roses say we're waiting for the November rain. Yesterday we were getting a bit of it in September, but it's fine today. And it should be fairly fine for the rest of the month. In October, we'll be expecting the November rain to start coming if it comes soon. And in November, we should have the November rain. We'll be on a journey with open arms. Yeah, welcome all the people, yes. And we've got Rod Stewart. Yeah, why he'll be out sailing in November. Yeah, he got a big boat now, and he'll be out sailing there with Rod. Yeah. He'll be playing Radio Gaga while he's sailing. Yeah. But he's got a very high mast on his boat. He can't get underneath the bridge. No. And there he is, and that's Rod Stewart. And Queen will be playing on Radio Gaga. Yeah. Mr. Big says, I'm going to shine my shoes first. And I'm going on the fun run this weekend. I am doing it for fun. I am. Yeah. And Deep Purple says, what about the smoke on the water? Oh, that causes more smoke than Alice's kitchen. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, jet black smoke. Yeah. Yeah. And a bit of deep purple mixed in with it. Yeah. And City Boy says, I'm not sure what he says. Speechless. Yeah. Well, sometimes even us, we go speechless. I'm just listening to the nurse saying, yeah, you're gonna, you're gonna have an upper stopper. Oh, you're gonna have an upper stopper. That's what you're gonna have, yeah. Well, City Boy says I'm speechless. Margin falling off the table. Deep purple. Ain't you just another soldier of fortune like us? Yeah. And Eric Clapton says, I want somebody to love, or someone to love. Well, hmm, how about Nurse Nibbles? Yeah. I said yes, I like that, yes. And what about Led Zeppelin? Still trying to find that stairway to heaven. In my life, he says, I've found many stairways, but none of them led me to heaven. No. And even if I went to the International Space Station, I still wouldn't be in heaven. Or Mars neither. No. Just cannot find it, can you? But I'm promised that it's there somewhere. Yeah, we all are. And BJ's, the project is staying alive. Project is staying alive. So when projects stay alive, remember every day, remember to keep breathing. That's project one in staying alive. And the outfield, talk to me. Yeah, sometimes you can wander out into the fields and into the wilds, and the trees are rustling and the wind is blowing, and you feel like somebody's wanting to talk to you. Yes, the outfield talk to me. So Boy Brown says, tell Mama I'm walking through the fields. Yeah, well, really. Says, watch that black tiger didn't get you. Oh, watch them snakes. Why, might bite your face off. And Richie B, that'll be Richie Blackmore, yeah. The Temple of the King. Yeah, well, they built that in China. I don't think they've actually got an official temple for our king, but there you go. He got plenty castles, so. Yeah, and the first cut is the deepest with Rod Stewart, yes. And I'm just, the surgeon's knives are just away in there now. Yeah, they're just doing the upper stopper on him. Yes, and the first cut, that'll be the deepest. And the search is over, says survivor. We've got him good treatment and he's getting the upper stopper. And 10 years after, think about the time. Yes, it's wonderful when you're old and you can sit and think about the time. And I want to go today, I want to go right to the 50s. I want to do the 50s with you. I want to do the 60s with you and the 70s with you. And we're going to do a new thing where we're going to do the 50s with you. Yeah, under the 50s. All the 50s, yeah. Did we like? We're going to do the 60s. Yeah. The ones that we like, yeah. Yeah, we're going to do the 70s. And we're going to do the 80s for all you that are over 80. And we're going to do the 90s for all you that are over 90, yeah. And we're going to do the noughties. Oh, yeah, that'll be for the young people. And we're going to do the 10s, and we're going to do the 20s as well. And by the time we've finished a whole lot of them, it'll be the 30s. Yeah. Oh, yes. Think about the time. Yeah. The time alone with you, bad English. Yeah. But you're not allowed to use too many bad English words. Until death us do part, White Lion, me, and Nurse Nibbles, and Kiss Me Frog, and Sherlock's and Righties, until death we do part, and Roland as well on the wall there, yeah. And everybody else, kind of mention everybody. To be with you, Mr. Big. Yeah, to be with the big guy upstairs, yeah. And too much love will kill you, Queen. Yes, I think that's what might have been the cause. As I said earlier, he was kissing everybody. And too much love nearly killed him. Yeah, he had a burning heart. Yeah, and he's now having surgery. Yes. And Joe Lamont says he's a victim of love. He sure is, Joe. He's a victim of love. But Queen says, well, one day we are the champions and we'll be the champions. And don't worry, the guys here will be the champions. Yeah, we've got another new show for you. Going to develop. Some of our guys are going to become champions. Yeah. And where are you now, Sir Nazareth? I'm in the studio. Sherlock's in the studio with me. The writers are here. We're doing William Daly stories. The nurses went off to see the patient and fill his notes and that in. And the doctors are busy with Kiss Me Frog in the operational suite in the theatre. Yeah. I'm not watching a film. No, no. So where are you now, Nazareth? I just pulled into Nazareth there. Just about half past dead. Yeah. Well, we asked the man, the first man we seen, where a man might file the bed. He shook my hand and he shook his head and no was all he said. Yeah. And wildflower from Colour Me Bad. Yeah. Any colour you like? Well, colours can run bad. Sometimes colours do run bad. Sometimes you have a nasty stain on a wall and it's just a bad colour. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you can't get your pot clean and it's a bad colour. For your cooking. Yeah. You get burned black, yeah. And the wind of change is coming, say the scorpions. I can feel it blowing through now. Yeah, and I'm looking at the scorpions run, so it must be going to be very strong. And the scorpions say, when the smoke is going down. Oh, that'll be from Alice's fire. Yeah, poof. Yeah, yeah, I'll be still sitting there. Yeah, I'll be visiting the old stage. Yeah, yeah, it could be the old stage where Kiss Me Frog was walking. Yeah, when he went down. Yes. But Starship says, remember, one day we're going to do the show in a starship. And we'll blast off there. But remember, we built this city and we built it on rock and roll. Slow rock, golden hits, all the rest, remastered, audios, MP3s, video best. Yeah, the quality compilations and everything. EDM remastered CDs and MP3s, best collection. There you go. Slow rock, golden hits. And there's Alice. He says, I'm very sorry my snake bit his face. But there you go. I bite your face off. Yeah. And so there he is, really. We're just going to have another check on him before we go. How is he now then? Because we've got to go. Ah, he's doing fine. But he's still in the theatre. We'll let you know in future programs how he comes round. Okay, thank you very much. Nurse Nibbles. And we'll be seeing you then. And so, what would you like to say, Sherlock? Oh, it's a very sad day, but it's a nice day. Nice and it's getting nice and sunny. Yeah, in the right is. I'll give me a glass of jungle juice when he comes round, yes, and that'll fix him. Yeah, but that'll be a while. Yes, and well, there we go. I'm gonna see you. We might see you again later today and do another program for you. And so that has been Burning Heart with me and Nurse Nibbles. And there she is there, Burning Heart. Thank you very much. And thank you very much to our special guest, Kiss Me Frog.